In the last video, we learned that two lines are perpendicular when they form a right angle. If the two lines do not form a right angle, like here in this example, then two of the angles are acute angles and two of the angles are obtuse angles. The two acute angles are always opposite to each other, and the two obtuse angles are also always opposite to each other. So let's say angle X is 170 degrees. And angle Y is 10 degrees. Then the angle which is on the opposite side of the angle X, let's call it Z, is also 170 degrees. And the angle which is on the opposite side of angle Y, let's call it W, is also 10 degrees. Two angles that are on the opposite side of the intersection of two lines are called vertical angles. As we saw in our examples, vertical angles have the same measure. Let's look at this example and say the angle C is 60 degrees. How do we find the measures of the angles A, B, and D? I really encourage you to pause the video and try this on your own. Angle C and angle A have the same measure because they are vertical angles. So angle A is also 60 degrees. Angle B is supplementary to angle C because angle B and angle C are adjacent angles of intersecting lines. So angle B plus angle C equals 180 degrees. So angle B plus 60 degrees equals 180 degrees. And after subtracting 60 degrees from both sides, we get angle B equals 120 degrees. Angle B and angle D have the same measure because they are vertical angles. So angle D is also 120 degrees. What is a transversal line? A transversal line is a line that intersects two other lines at different points. If the line intersects two parallel lines, and the transversal is perpendicular to the parallel lines, then all 8 angles formed are right angles. But if the parallel lines are cut by a transversal, which is not perpendicular to the parallel lines, then all 4 acute angles have the same measure. And all 4 obtuse angles have the same measure. This is very important, so I highly recommend memorizing this. So let's say angle Y has 120 degrees. Then angle W, angle C and angle A have also 120 degrees. And when angle Z has 60 degrees, then angle X, angle D and angle B have also 60 degrees. Angle C and angle W are called alternate interior angles. And angle A and angle Y are called alternate exterior angles. Angle C and angle Y are two non-adjacent angles that are on the opposite side of the transversal and lie between the parallel lines. And angle A and angle Y are two non-adjacent angles that are also on the opposite side of the transversal but lie outside the parallel lines. Alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles have the same measure. This is very important. I highly recommend memorizing this. So again, this angle and this angle have the same measure, and this angle and this angle have the same measure. The last one for today are corresponding angles. So angle A and angle W are corresponding angles. Angle D and angle Z are corresponding angles. Angle B and angle X are corresponding angles. And angle Z and angle Y are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles have the same measure. Again, angle A and angle W have the same measure. Angle D and angle Z have the same measure. Angle B and angle X have the same measure. And angle C and angle Y have also the same measure. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. This video is what I did for you. If you want to do something for me, hit the bell button, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy learning, everyone.